Put the rookie in.
They just want to hear you say, we ain't done. You know what I'm saying? It is coming. Don't even much worry about it. Look here. Y'all check your pressure. It's cheap to get your little pressure machines and stuff like that from CVS, from Walgreens, from Walmart, Amazon, anywhere online. You go on to get that there and learn how to start taking your blood pressure
Oh
yourself
yes,
because we do want to stay healthy out
absolutely.
here in
Put
these
the
streets.
brother in.
At least help yourself make it to um, STD Friday out here. Do not cheat yourself because you decided not to check your blood pressure on the daily to make sure that you can make the corrections needed to keep your blood pressure in check. Sugarland, Texas is up in the house. Shout out to Felicia for the $5 cash out. Say just a little something. Say hit that like, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Y'all come on in. Come on in. We getting the numbers up. We getting the numbers up. That's what's up. Let me go ahead and put this here up on the screen real quick for you. We got him. We was running and stuff. We was trying to subdue him. Yeah. We got him.
Get something to sip on, baby.
Just northwest of Atlanta.
I wonder why he did it. I wonder why he did it. Shout out to the mayor of Detroit for the $3 cash. I say today my birthday, pimp, 54 years strong. Everybody get a mayor of Detroit a happy
What's happening? What's
birthday out
happening?
here. Give yourself a pat on the back. You done made a whole nother year. Give yourself a pat on the back because you done made it to this Thursday. Damn near here for Friday. That's what's up. That is a accomplishment. A lot of the younger folk they talk crap about the older folks, but ain't the goal is to get older. We should be
This
talking
plays
crap
up.
about the younger folks saying, hey, y'all ain't made it. You know what I'm saying? Damn it, it's difficult for y'all to make it out here. We already making it. That's what's up. Happy birthday one more again. Thank you.
Jonathan Terry with Fox News joins us live from Midtown Atlanta to bring us the latest information here. Thank you so much for taking the time here to join us.
Yeah, certainly, Josh. Right now I'm standing in front of the building where all this unfolded in a medical practice waiting room. The 911 call came in at 12:08 yesterday afternoon, reporting an active active shooter opening fire in this medical waiting room. Authorities say that the gunman, who they've identified as 24-year-old Dion Patterson, was only shooting in the building for before leaving. They say that he fled the scene and he
What's
stole a
going
pickup
on?
truck from a nearby gas station, but they used a series of security cameras and license plate readers to follow the vehicle up to Cobb County, just northwest of the city limits of Atlanta. They found the abandoned vehicle near Truist Park. That's where the Atlanta Braves play. The vehicle found in that general area left abandoned, and then they were receiving multiple tips from 911 calls.
Got multiple tips. That's why I was able to apprehend the suspect. Shout out to Anna said for the $10 cash app. I appreciate that right now.
And they had to sort of triage them based on which ones were more likely, but because of those license plate readers and security cameras, they knew that this one particular 911 call in that general area of the vehicle was probably a good lead, and so it led them to the suspect in a nearby condominium complex. They made an arrest at about 7:45 last night and brought 24-year-old Dion Patterson into custody. Josh, he's being held in the Fulton County Jail and is expected to make his first appearance before a judge in a virtual hearing at 11:30 this morning.
11:30 this morning, so I guess he had already appeared. We have not got the media report about what he had done said, about what the judge had done said yet. Not just yet.
we know anything, Jonathan, at this point about a possible motive? We've heard many rumors and things of that nature that have gone on.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Two and a throw right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Penny. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, You're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tua. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Cowboys Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a first carry here for their running back. They find some open field here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 93 yards. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space.
And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they thought some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the sack on first down, Tua, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
At least he failed, got some sugar inside the system, sugar for energy, you know what I'm saying, to keep it moving. Yeah.
She admitted to delivering a message from or being in person to Ortiz' cousin who live in Conway for his request. The message from him was him requesting the shipment to get him to Mexico. Cousins advised that they would not help him.
The cousins had them advised that they would not help him get to Mexico to hit the border. He said hug and sniff.
from their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. His throw incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are back within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people to the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open. That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh,
It's
no.
intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Ooh, that's fucked up. Good shit.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me.
Like
we talk
that.
about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, here's Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. A quick hitter complete. It's Hopkins. Touchdown, Seahawks. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Step up, fellas.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, there had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
What the fuck?
On 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Penny, a first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He'll look to throw.
He got lucky. Shit.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Still got time, we still got time.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down in midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From midfield, here's Tua. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop trips, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Fuck was that?
But we will get up out here, listen. He said, can we just have a situation contract to say Hunt went when we're on the same side of town or something? Yeah.
That wasn't on mine.
You all be, listen. I do understand that y'all be over 60 and stuff, and y'all be retired and stuff, and y'all be like retiring yourselves. Like you all retire your bodily functions. I don't understand. You can't retire alone. No, man. No, don't do that to yourself. You said my husband is 5 years younger than me. Ooh, you're gonna be getting in your later years. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. He say knock the dust off that. Dust yourself off and try again, Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? We got to do something different, y'all. I do understand. And listen, a lot of y'all think like after 60, like you dead. No, you closer to death than most. You know, but you still here. You still here. You just done gave up. You don't even put on that best dress that you used to wear. You know what I'm saying? Like 20 years ago. You don't even put that dress on no more. What else?